Tofflers are great. They're, geez, I think they're in their 80s now. They've been married for like 40, 50 years. They've written all their books together. Despite the tragedy of their only son, they were able to get revolutionary wealth out. They're an amazing team. I really respect them highly. I don't always agree with everything they say, but you have to really respect their labor of work over the years and helping people understand how to prepare for their future and not the past. So there's this speed to adaptation curve. And this is 100 miles an hour. And then you go to 90, 80, all the way down to 10. So basically, they looked at this. The Tofflers looked, now this is what us and me, but Peter and I put this together to help explain it to anybody in very quick terms or in very lengthy terms, something that's very flexible. So they're looking at the information exchange rate and the knowledge production rate. And they're now looking at entities. They're looking at for-profit businesses, non-government organizations, families, churches, schools, the law, government, and they're saying, how do these entities, how are they adapting to this? And they said, well, you know what, the for-profit businesses, they're moving 100 miles an hour to stay up on top of things. You know what's fascinating? What's the next fastest entity that's keeping up, trying to keep up with all this? I didn't know this until I read it. It's actually NGOs, non-government organizations. Yeah, the UN, the World Bank, all those organizations. Fascinating stories of what's going on in those fields. How fast do you think schools are adapting? No, it's not that bad. Yeah, they're about 30 miles an hour. And using email to communicate with your students, that doesn't count. Sorry. People hate when I say that, but it doesn't count. It doesn't. Email, you know why? Who's using email? Who? You know how I get a, yeah, us old people are. If I want to get a hold of a student, I text them. Hey, call me about your assignment. Oh, God. He can text me. Yeah, absolutely. Because guess what? We're both here. Me, the teacher, you, the student. I will teach. I'm the adult. I will teach you how this game is played. What I really don't like is when people my age or older say, oh, I don't know. I can't. That phone, that confuses me. I don't like that. I remember bowling years ago when texting first came out, and all my friends were bowling, and somebody's kid was trying to text them, and they're like, I had the old flip phone, remember the flip phones? Some of you probably still have it. And that's okay, I just got rid of mine. Thank goodness every 2 years you get a new phone, right? And they're like, how do I respond to this? I'm like, no. Put the ball down, and I'm going to teach you how to text right now. Don't be one of these dads that doesn't know how to use a little cell phone. This will not bite. It's not going to hurt you. You're not going to break the internet if you don't do something wrong. We are the adults. We are the adults, and we have to teach the students, this is how it's used. End of story. End of story. I know a lot of people disagree with me and don't like that, but I'm sorry. I work every day really hard to stay up on all this stuff, on top of all the other things I got to do. That's the first time I've even owned an Android operating system. And I just spent hours every night figuring out how to use it, how to download apps, how to move things, what tools can I use on it? How does it differ from the BlackBerry that I just had? That's my job. That's my job. Oh, Rin. It's being videotaped, so it would be nice. So, yeah, schools. Oh, by the way, law is down here. Now, but there's a reason for that. Don't get mad at me. Calm down, lawyer. Calm down. There's a reason. Because law needs time for things to unfold. Law is generally reactionary, isn't it? After things happen, then laws are written. Rarely is it ever proactive, and that makes sense. I just think schools should be up here. That's part of my life mission, is to look, schools, we got to rock and roll. The people sitting in front of you have grown up in this hyper-connected world. What have you done?